Hello and welcome to Learn with Hema's class. My dear students, our today's video is on the poem Night Mail from class 9 ICSE from the book Treasure Chest, and this video consists of question and answers from Evergreen Workbook, and along with question and answers I will also provide you with the MCQs from the same book, Evergreen Workbook. So there are a total of 10 MCQs, out of which quickly we'll start up with, but before going ahead, one small request, as I always ask you all to, that if you are not a subscriber to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, support my channel, and also do share it with your friends. So quickly let's start. Question number 1. What does the poem celebrate? A. The mail train. B. Human connections. C. The railway system. D. None of the above. So the correct answer over here is B. Human connections. Second question. Where was the mail train heading towards? Options are A. Paris, B. London, C. Glasgow, D. Crowford. So the correct answer is C. Glasgow. Third question. Snorting noisily as she passes, which figure of speech is used here? Now, A option is personification, B is alliteration, C is metaphor, and D is sarcasm. I believe this is very simple and easy for you all. It's A, personification. Fourth question. Why does no one wake up from their sleep as the train passes? A. They are intoxicated. B. They sleep in soundproof rooms. C. The train creates no noise. D. They have become habitual to the train's passing and ignore it. So the correct option is D. They have become habitual to the train's passing and ignore it. Fifth question. Which of these is not carried by the train? A. Letters. B. News. C. Cheques. D. Furnaces. So the correct option is D. Furnaces. Sixth question. For who can bear to feel himself forgotten? Which literary device is used here? A. Simile. B. Metaphor. C. Rhetorical question. D. Irony. So the correct answer over here is C. Rhetorical question. Seventh question. Select the correct option in context of the statement given. Now there are two statements and there are again four options given there. Statement 1 is the train moves up a hill at first. Statement 2, the train passes through various regions. Option A over here is statement 1 is true but statement 2 is false. B, statement 1 is false but statement 2 is true. C, both the statements are false. D, both the statements are true. So the correct option over here is option D, both the statements are true. Now 8th question. Select the correct option that displays the characteristics of the personified train correctly. So there are some 6 options given, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of that the multiple choice options are A, B, C, D, where these numbers are given. So the options given over here are 1, kind, 2, aggressive, 3, methodical, 4, slow, 5, calm, 6, angry. Now out of this the options are A, 2, 3 and 5, that is aggressive, methodical and calm, and B1 is 1, 3 and 5. 1, 3 and 5 is that is kind, methodical and calm. C1 is 1, 2 and 6, that is kind, aggressive and angry, and D is 2, 4 and 6, that is aggressive, slow and angry. So here the correct option is B1, 1, 3, 5, which is kind, methodical and calm. Next question. Which of these is repeated numerous times in the poem? A. Letters. B. Cheques. C. Postal orders. And D. Sleeping people. So the correct option over here is A. Letters. 10th question. Which of these types of letters are amusing and mischievous? A. Chatty. B. Boring. C. Adoring. And D. Catty. So the correct option is D. Catty. So here I complete my MCQs and now I'll quickly move to the passages. There are a total of 6 passages in this. So let's move. This is passage 1 which you can already see in your workbooks, which I won't be reading. So I'll just move ahead to the question. Where is the night mail heading for? What does it carry? So the answer is the night mail is moving towards Scotland and it carries letters, cheques, postal orders and other such documents. Second question. Letter for the rich, letters for the poor. Comment on the significance of this line. Answer. The mail train carries letters for the rich as well as for the poor. It shows that the postal service is non-discriminating. How does the mail train start its journey? How would you describe it? The mail train starts its journey by a steady climb up the hills. It is a long journey through several regions. Describe various regions in which the train passes. The train passes through hills and moorland. It passes through farmhouses. It passes by the narrow sea strips and the industrial area of Glasgow. Fifth question. How does the poet describe Glasgow area later in the context? Answer. The poet describes Glasgow area where huge buildings, machinery like cranes can be seen lying on open grassy fields. Now this is the passage 2. First question for this passage is, which figure of speech is used in line 1? The answer is, the figure of speech used in line 1 is personification. Birds turn their heads like human beings to see what was coming. Second question. Comment on the use of phrase blank faces for the trained coaches. Answer. The train coaches pulled along by the train are personified it is as persons with no expression or will of their own. They just follow where they are being led. What do sheepdogs do? What is their purpose? The sheepdogs run along the track. They want the train to change its course, but they fail in their intention. How do sleeping people react as the train passes? Why? The sleeping people remain unaware of the passing train. They seem to have become habitual to its arrival. Fifth question. What kinds of letters are carried by the train? The train carries many kinds of letters, love letters, official, job applications, letters of invitations, letters from relatives, condolence messages, so on and so forth. Now this is the third passage. You can always have a look in your workbooks. Also there in your textbook also you might have the same passages. You can see over there. Where is the train heading for? How has its initial journey been described by the poet? The train is heading for Scotland. The train starts its slow but steady ascent as it passes through the hilly area. Though the slope is sharp, the train is on time. Second question. What kind of Glasgow region is? Glasgow is an industrial area. Huge cranes and furnaces have been set on the grassy lands. It shows how industries are fast coming up, harming the peaceful countryside and agriculture. Which figure of speech is used in line 5 here and why? The figure of speech used in line 5 is simile. Huge machinery and furnaces are compared to huge chessmen, pawns in the game of earning more and more money by the industrialists. Fourth question. Describe the things carried by the train in brief. The things carried by the train are letters of all kinds, messages, invitations, cheques, postal orders, etc. What does the poet convey about waiting people of Scotland later in the context? The poet tells us that the people of Scotland are still asleep, having nightmares and pleasant dreams. When they wake up, they will long for letters carried by the train. They wait for some knock at the door, postman. Now this is the fourth passage. You can again have a look from your textbook or the workbook if you have. If you do not use Evergreen Workbook, you may have Beta publication or Selena publication. So these question and answers can serve you as extra question and answers. So this is question 1. How did the train start its journey? What regions did it cross at night? The train starts climbing hills slowly but steadily. It passes through hills, plains and the moorlands. How has the poet described Glasgow area earlier in the context? Glasgow is described as a region dotted with huge machinery and furnaces as it is an industrial area. What is being carried by the train except letters? Besides letters, the train carries many things like cheques, postal orders, receipts and the newspapers. What kinds of letters is the train carrying? The train is carrying official letters, love letters, letters of invitation, letters from relatives, etc. How do people wait for the train? People wait anxiously for the train because all of them long to be remembered by someone somewhere. This is your fifth passage. You can just take a look and from the textbook you can refer. Question 1. How has the train covered its journey up to Glasgow earlier in the context? The train has passed through various regions before reaching Glasgow. It has passed through hills, plains and moorland. What is the train carrying? The train is carrying letters of all kinds, cheques, postal orders, newspapers, etc. The chatty, the catty, the boring, adoring. Comment on this line. The line tells us that some letters are informal and friendly, some are spiteful, some are simply boring, and some written in an adoring manner to some loved ones. What different styles and colors are used to write letters by different people? What do they reveal about them? Answer. Letters are written on paper of all colors, pink, violet, blue, white, etc. Some of them are typed, some others are handwritten with spelling mistakes. Each letter from the way it is written and the paper on which it is written reveals some trait of the letter writer, whether he, she is friendly, formal, careless, spiteful, etc. What have Glasgow's people been doing as the train reaches its destination? What do they expect when they wake up? Glasgow's people are still sleeping as the train reaches its destination. When they wake up, they expect to receive some letter. They anxiously wait for the knock of the postman at their door. Now this is the last passage and you can have a check from your textbook. Question 1. Describe the initial stage of the train's night journey. Answer. During the night, the train starts its journey by a slow but steady climb up the hills. Then it passes by farmhouses in the plains and the moorland. Despite the difficult climb and slow speed, it is still on time. What has it carried for the people? It has carried all types of letters, cheques, postal orders, newspapers, job applications, official receipts, etc. What have the people been dreaming of? What do they expect when they wake up? The people have been dreaming of horrible monsters or friendly tea parties at famous restaurants, Cranston or Crowford. When they wake up, they expect to receive a letter from someone dear to them. Point out the two figures of speech used in the last line. Rhetorical question is used in the last line. It is used to make a point rather than to get an answer. Fifth question. The poet seems to emphasize human connections. Comment. The poet emphasizes the importance of human connections, the need to be remembered by someone by asking a rhetorical question. Thank you. So here I complete my question and answers and MCQ for the night mail, and I'll soon come up with the model millionaire which the students are asking for. Till then, thank you. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.